All right, guys, we're gonna do chapter 2 here. I'm going to try a variety of different things, kind of experimenting with this new thing that I'm using with like different colors and um, pointers and stuff like that. Maybe drawing some doodles and whatnot. Like, ooh, look, I can circle things. That's exciting. Ooh, look, I can highlight things. That's also exciting. Let me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Okay. Um, so we're gonna try this stuff. Let's see, I'll do yellow. Yellow's piratey. And we will read chapter 2. You can follow along in your own books if you'd like, or you can just watch it on here. It does not really matter. But do make sure that you are writing a summary on either the worksheet that you picked up from school when you picked up the book, or on a piece of paper. And you will need to draw a picture to go with that summary as well. That will be worth 10 points, the summary and the picture. So here we go. Black Dog appears and disappears. Here we go. Sorry. It was not very long after this that there occurred the first of the mysterious events that at last rid us of the captain. So, first of mysterious events. Boom. And I don't like that color. Let's try again. Let's do green. Though not, as you will see, of his affairs, meaning the captain goes away, but his affairs, or what he brings to the table, does not. It was a bitter cold winter, with long hard frosts and heavy gales. Gales, meaning, gosh darn it, I'm not very good at this. Gales, meaning, nope. Hold on. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying. Gales, meaning, ew. Ew. Gales, meaning wind. I got it. Got it. Okay. Maybe I'll just underline things. And it was plain from the first that my poor father was very little likely to see the spring. He sank daily, and my mother and I had all the inn upon our hands, and were kept busy enough without paying much regard to our unpleasant guest, meaning Jim's dad is dying. It was one January morning very early, a pinching, frosty morning, so it's winter. The cove all gray with hoarfrost. I have no idea what that is. Let's Google it. Can we Google it? Are we allowed to move? Let's see. Can I? No? All right, that's fine. The ripple lapping softly on the stones, the sun still low and only touching the hilltops and shining far to seaward. The captain had risen earlier than usual and set out down the beach, his cutlass, or his... or his... sword. Nailed it. Swinging under the broad skirts of his old blue coat, his brass telescope under his arm, his hat tilted back upon his head. I remember his breath hanging like smoke in his wake as he strode off, and the last sound I heard of him as he turned the big rock was a loud snort of indignation, of like offense, like he's offended, as though his mind was still running upon Dr. Livesey. Well, Mother was upstairs with Father, and I was laying the breakfast table against the captain's return, when the parlor door opened, and a man stepped in whom I had never set my eyes before. He was a pale, tallowy creature, wanting 2 fingers of the left hand. Oh, ew. Which means, oh gosh, if this is his hand... Wait. Oh no. Hold on. Let me read. Oh no! This is fine. This is fine. Wanting 2 fingers of the left hand, which means if this is his hand, It's even worse. 1, 2, 3. That means he's missing these. Oh no! What am I doing? No, go backwards. Oh gosh. Hello? Somebody help. Go back. Undo. Hey, zoom out. This is fine. We'll get the hang of it. Which means he's missing these 2 fingers. So Bill, or I'm sorry, the captain. We're going to find out his name is Bill in a minute. Okay, there's the captain. He's got a scar. Phew! Right down the right side of his face. Okay? And this dude who walks in is missing 2 fingers. Give him a hat. Okay? Obviously super sketchy. And though he wore a cutlass or a sword. There. He did not look much like a fighter. I had always my eye open for seafaring men, with one leg or 2, and I remember this one puzzled me. He was not sailorly, and yet he had a smack of the sea about him too. Smack of the sea. Guess what? That is a oh gosh. Alliteration. Remember, we learned that in poetry. Okay. Smack of the sea. Okay. About him too. We also get some really nice indirect characterization here. Oh, look, there's a text. Okay, that just makes things way easier for me. Look at that. Woohoo! All right. Indirect characterization. These actions show that Jim is very observant. Okay, these actions show that Jim is very observant. Okay. Oh gosh, where am I going to put this? Can I make it smaller? Can I? I can. Boom. Can I make it even smaller? I cannot. That's fine. Yep, so indirect characterization. I don't even know where to put this. Let's see. Show Jim is very observant. There we go. I'll just put it right there. It's fine. Let's do highlighting again, because obviously my lining isn't really working. Bear with me, guys. It's all new. We're all learning here. I asked him what was for his service, and he said he would take rum, but as I was going out of the room to fetch it, he sat down on a table and motioned for me to draw near. I paused where I was, with my napkin in my hand. "Come here, Sonny," says he. "Come nearer here." Absolutely not, first of all. No, I'm not coming near you. I took a step nearer. "Jim, don't be obedient in this situation. Come on now." Is there table for my mate Bill?" he asked with a kind of leer. I told him I did not know his mate Bill, and this was for a person who stayed in our house, whom we called the captain. "Well," said he, "my mate Bill would be called the captain as like as not. He has a cut on one cheek, and a mighty pleasant way with him, particularly in drink, has my mate Bill. We'll put it, for argument like, that your captain has a cut on one cheek. And we'll put it, if you like, that cheek's the right one. Ha, well, I told you. Now, is my mate Bill in this here house?" I told him he was out walking. "Which way, Sonny? Which way is he gone?" Why can't I scroll down? Hey. What's happening? Excuse you. Don't. Ugh. Let's try this again. I just want to scroll down. Oh, alright, that's fine. Why can't I scroll down? What's happening? Hold on, guys. We'll get there. Can I, here we go. There we go. I got there. Okay, now how do I bring back zoom and draw? How do I bring it? Got it! I did it, guys. Okay, we'll get faster at this. No doubt about it. I told him he was out walking. Which way, Sonny? Which way is he gone? Go away. And when I had pointed out the rock and told him how the captain was likely to return and how soon, and answer a few other questions, "Ah," said he, "this'll be as good as drink to—" Oh, whoa. "This'll be as good as drink to my mate Bill." I am most definitely sure that that will not be, as good as drink to your mate Bill. That is what we would call verbal irony. Bill, otherwise known as the captain, will most definitely not be happy to see this sketchy dude. Okay, but remember, Bill is avoiding, he's avoiding people right now who are related to the sea. Okay, he's not very happy about it. He will not be happy about it. The expression of his face as he said these words was not at all pleasant, and I had my own reasons for thinking that the stranger was mistaken, even supposing he meant what he said. But it was no affair of mine, I thought, meaning, not my business. And besides, it was difficult to know what to do. The stranger kept hanging about just inside the inn door, peering around the corner like a cat waiting for a mouse. Look at that. Simile. Once I stepped out myself into the road, but he immediately called me back, and as I did not obey quick enough for his fancy, a most horrible change came over him, over his tallowy face, and he ordered me in with an oath that made me jump. As soon as I was back again, he returned to his former manner, half fawning, half sneering, patted me on the shoulder, told me I was a good boy, and he had taken quite a fancy to me. "I have a son of my own," said he. "Doubt it, but okay." "As like you as 2 blocks, and he's the pride of my heart. But the great thing for boys is discipline, Sonny, discipline." Meaning, I'm going to beat the kid until he listens, and I'm going to beat you too if you don't do what you're supposed to do. Now, if you had sailed along a Bill, you wouldn't have stood there to be spoke to twice, not you. That was never Bill's way, nor the way you sailed with him. And here, sure enough, is my mate Bill with a spyglass under his arm. Bless his old heart, to be sure. You and me'll just go into the parlor, Sonny, and get behind the door. And we'll give Bill a little surprise. Bless his heart, I say again. Ew, first of all. So saying, the stranger backed along with me into the parlor and put me behind him in the corner so that we were both hidden by the open door. I was very uneasy and alarmed, as you may fancy, and it rather added to my fears to observe that the stranger was certainly frightened himself. He cleared the hilt of his cutlass and loosened the blade in the sheath, and all the time we were waiting he kept swallowing, as if he felt what we used to call a lump in the throat. At last in strode the captain, slammed the door behind him, without looking to the right or left, and marched straight across the room to where his breakfast awaited him. "Bill!" said the stranger in a voice that I thought he had tried to make bold and big. The captain swung around and fronted us. All the brown had gone out of his face, and even his nose was blue. He had a look of a man who sees a ghost, or the evil one, or something worse if anything can be. Meaning we get some really interesting details here. We find out that Jim is a Christian. The evil one